I'm on holiday in Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm staying in a cheap hotel. The locals say this hotel is haunted, but you know how Thai people are. They're very superstitious. However, I did have one scary incident last night. I took a bath, and while I was blow-drying my hair, I switched on the TV. As soon as I did, a horrifying old white-faced woman appeared on the screen. It gave me such a fright I dropped the hairdryer into the bathtub. That knocked out all the lights in my room. I had to rely on the light from the TV to get dressed. Then I went down to the lobby, and I found out that my little accident had knocked out electricity to the whole hotel. The hotel manager wasn't very happy with me. I was really scared last night after I read a really creepy story on this scary website I always visit. What made it worse was that my parents were away, so I was alone in the house. I switched on all the lights in my room and the hall leading to the bathroom. That calmed me down a little. The only scary thing that happened was when I was finished showering and went back to my room, I switched on the light and, at that exact moment, my handbag fell off the chair. That sure made me jump. A few days ago, I was invited to dinner at a friend's house. The strange thing is, my friend recently got involved with some weird religious cult. While I was there, he served up some type of meat, but he wouldn't tell me what kind of meat it was. It kind of freaked me out. For a second, I wondered if it might be human meat, but then, after I ate it, I knew it definitely wasn't. My neighbors think I'm a nosy old woman, but today, I witnessed a murder. I was looking out my window when I saw something through the window of the apartment building opposite mine. A man was in the middle of murdering a woman. The strange thing was, after he finished strangling her, he turned around, and our eyes met. It was eerie. Then he pointed at me and kept staring at me for a minute or two. All the time he was staring at me, his finger kept moving. I called the police a few minutes ago, and they told me I'll have to go down to the police station and give a statement in the morning. I'm sure they'll catch him. I saw his face very clearly. Four climbers became lost on their way up a mountain, caught in the middle of a snowstorm. Desperate, they searched for somewhere to hide from the blistering cold, and in the search, one of the climbers slipped off the edge and fell into the abyss. Shaken and half-mad, the remaining three clamored about, searching for shelter so they wouldn't meet a similar fate. Finally, they found a tiny, roughly square-shaped niche between two great walls of rock and snow, and decided to wait it out there. They sat on the corners. Fearing that they wouldn't wake up if they fell asleep, they decided to constantly tap the climber to their right on the arm to keep each other up. It was harsh, and the nook was pitch dark, but the climbers survived the storm, and were rescued. There are two sisters, not identical and blood-related. Let's call them Martha and Bertha. Martha is older than Bertha. They're at their mother's funeral when Martha sees a man whom she falls in love with at first sight. After the funeral, she tries to look for this strange man and asks everybody about him, but gets nowhere. After 6 months of tedious searching, she gives up. And 2 months after that, Bertha dies. Today has just been a disaster. I woke up late, had to skip breakfast, then I forgot to lock the door when I went to work. To make matters worse, my boss spent the entire day yelling at me. I barely make enough money to pay the rent. My apartment has just 2 rooms, a bedroom and a kitchen. It doesn't even have a window facing outside. I missed my bus this evening, so I got home late. Worst of all, when I got back to my apartment and unlocked the door, I found my kitchen had been ransacked. Someone must have broken in while I was at work. I don't know why. I had nothing worth stealing. I'm so tired. I just want to go to bed. I'll file a police report in the morning.